Hello everybody, this is Joe, and I promised a friend on eBay I bought some hardware from that I'd do an update and make a video of my arcade machine showing some of the things that I integrated from him. So this is my Midway cab that I turned into a MAME emulator that runs tens of thousands of games. Here's the side art. One of the things I upgraded was to put two nice KLH stereo speakers on either side that I got from a thrift store, and I added a 100-watt ADC amplifier to drive them. Got a nice marquee up top, got the regular fighting controls, and a standard keyboard if I need it. The top lifts away nicely so that you can get to the inside should you have to do any maintenance. There's a device here that allows you to add scan lines to make the LCD look like an old arcade monitor, which is kind of cool. And back here there was an amplifier I integrated here, used for a subwoofer, but it's Chinese. I didn't really like it, and that's why I bought the ADC. Let's turn this thing on. So one of the features that I added from this friend of mine on eBay was a delay timer. Let me turn this light off. That would keep the boot sequence, the LCD monitor, turned off until the boot sequence hit a certain spot, so that you wouldn't have to watch all the boot loading and that kind of thing. So I have it set up. You can see that light turned on. That's how I know that it's actually doing something. When it's done booting up and getting ready to start, we're going to see the marquee turned on and the video turned on. Now I got rotating videos. When this starts up, it plays a different video each time, a little teaser. This video is going to run, and then when it's finished, it's going to boot into Hyperspin, which is my front end of choice. So we can bypass the video by hitting a button. And here we have Hyperspin. My machine is loaded, so you can go from all the arcade classics that you remember from the 80s all the way through the 90s with the MAME arcade emulator. You can see here like the Street Fighter, everything from Space Invaders to Pac-Man, pretty much every single thing. And they all have art and a teaser video. And in addition to that, I also have all the old console machines like Intellivision, PC Engine, TurboGrafx, Nintendo 64, the old Nintendo DS, Nintendo Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy Color, GameCube, which is really quite nice, the Pokemon Mini, the Famicom from Japan, Virtual Boy, which was the 3D headset back in the day, 3DO, the Philips, which was not very popular, but kind of a neat machine, the VG5000, a bunch of PopCap games. A lot of people think these originated on iPad or iPod, but they didn't. They originated with PopCap. Some of the really old games like this RCA Studio 2, Sammy Thomas Wave, all the Scum games, Sega 32, Sega CD, Dreamcast, which runs really well on the high-end machine I have here. You have to have a really high-end machine for this, and the Sony PlayStations and others to run properly. Game Gear, Genesis, Sega Master System, M2, M3, Naomi, Sega Saturn, SG-1000, ST5, the Sharp console, which is a neat little thing, Sharp 6800, Timex Sinclair, all the Neo Geos, Neo Pocket, Sony PlayStation. I haven't done PlayStation 2 yet. Some other obscure ones like the Sword M5, the Super Nintendo, TI-99. I haven't implemented that one yet. Game.com, Pinball, Creativision, Supervision, the old Action Max, Daphne, Zinc, a Vector arcade emulator, GX4000, and all the Ataris starting from the 2600 forward. There's 2600, 5200, 7800, original 8-bit like the 400 and 800, and then all Atari's arcade machine, all their arcade games. The Jaguar, the Lynx, the Atari ST, Astrocade from Bally, Wonder Swan in color, the Big Fish games, Casio, Cave games, ColecoVision, Commodore 64, Amiga CD32, Megaduck, Daphne, and even the old pre-computer games like on DICE, the games that used integrated circuits or even simpler circuits have been emulated. And I think we're wrapping back around Arcadia 2001, Adventure, Vision, Channel F. Even got Fix-It Felix on here. Here's Fix-It Felix, which is a very good emulation. Looks just like an arcade game. Takes quarters, FM Talons, Future Pinball, GP32, the old Vectrex, it's a neat machine, HB MAME, which used to be Misfit MAME, and then we roll back around. So it's taken me years and years to accumulate all of these games. And I have almost all of them now, the ones that I've implemented. Other neat features of the machine is a fully functional arcade door. This I restored from an original, it's not an aftermarket, it's an original door for a Midway game. I think this is called a double height or something like that. It's got two working coin doors, and in the bottom there's the original coin shell with quarters in it, and the coin doors do work. Inside, see both coin doors completely rewired, and then let me turn the flashlight on here. In the back are the original coin counters that are fully functional. And there's a circuit I put on there so to count the coins. So you can actually see a light will blink, and those counters will go up corresponding to whether it's coin door 1 or 2 for each coin that gets put in. So if we were to go into a game in MAME, then we would actually see, well, I stopped it by accident. We would actually see the coin door in action. Let me start back up. So let's go up to MAME. So if we go into main and we pick a game, I don't know, let's find something simple here, like Star Castle. We start up Star Castle. We get a startup screen, and I just upgraded this, so hopefully it's going to work okay. And there it is, it's running Star Castle, so it's in the attract mode. So now if we go down to the coin door, we'll get out a quarter. Take a couple quarters out. We'll put a quarter in. You'll hear it. Look up here. 1 credit. Wow. Put one in the other coin door. I got 1 credit. And if we look in the back as I'm putting a quarter in, you can see the counter go up. So I'm going to cheat actually, so you can see this. I'm going to flip it by hand. So I'm going to flip the coin and see if you can see the counter go up. See it? There's the other one. Oh, I can't get to the other one, so you'll have to trust me on that one. So, I mean, this is fully functional like the original arcade. Do I actually ever use that? No, but it's neat to show people that. Because honestly, there's a shortcut on the control panel to do the same thing. See, I just added a credit. Then you can start up and playing Star Castle. Now, one of the neat features was this end all emulators feature that I got from this guy on eBay. And that's what this button up here is for. It says stop on it. And if you're playing a game and it won't respond or it locks up, which is sometimes happens because these are emulated, you come over here and hit the stop button. And it didn't work. Oh, there it goes. Goes back, it exits the emulator and goes back to the front end. And if you hold that button for more than 4 seconds, it'll shut down the whole machine. So, oh, see, there it goes. Now if we stand back, we're going to see the whole machine is going to shut down. There it goes. And on the shutdown, I didn't mind it showing the startup screen, but as you saw at the beginning of the video, I didn't say anything, but there's also a timer that keeps the, oh, I did say it, that keeps the boot screen from showing until the machine's ready to go. So that's the current state of my arcade machine. It's quite fun, and they're constantly updating the emulators now. It's got a huge following, so about once every other month I go in and I update the emulator executables and see if the ROMs have been updated, and keeps everyone entertained. It's good for parties. So thanks for watching. Probably do another update in a couple months.